what about it makes you all feel like I don't want to choose or I should not have to? Why are y'all so comfortable continuing to essentially befriend people who are in opposition of one another, and you feel like I don't need to be pulled in either direction?
I see that there's a soul in both of these individuals. Why can't I be honest?
Yo, welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lace. The podcast where men can have a safe space. We on all platforms. You need to tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Welcome to Melody, the podcast where men can have a safe space. Welcome to Melody. Welcome to the cave with Mel, Troy, and Lace.
Mel the type of that go to church and be throwing up gang signs during worship service.
Now you making fun of Mel? That's I be throwing up gang signs.
I know you do.
No, I'm dead serious, bro. Like
That's crazy. That's 30 day.
You think he prays?
30 day.
You think he prays the whole time he walking?
Right.
But listen though, that's how it should be.
Yeah,
like for real, like when I was a thug. Okay, let me just put it on out there.
For real,
100% thug.
What was the most thuggish thing that you ever did?
I'd rather not say.
Okay,
I'd rather not say.
Okay,
if it's okay.
Well, what's a PC thuggish thing that you
did? Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy. It's your boy Melly Mel, a.k.a. Melly Badass, a.k.a. Meek Mel, a.k.a. your favorite truth teller, a.k.a. if you don't want to know, don't ask me. What's going on, man?
It's your boy T. Roy, a.k.a. your neighborhood hope dealer. If you need some hope, I got some you can borrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
What it do, though? It's your boy Dr. Life Coach Lace, a.k.a. NBA Old Boy, a.k.a. I'm him, a.k.a. Councilman Tate, a.k.a. The Menace. No relation to Dennis. What we talking about today?
The Menace, no relation to Dennis.
That should be a t-shirt.
That definitely should be a t-shirt.
That should be a t-shirt.
Along with
It's in the book.
It's in the book. It's in the book.
Real talk.
All right, so we jumping straight into things today.
Hey man, a lot going on this week. A lot happened this week. A lot we could talk about.
It's a man, bro. What is going on in the news nowadays? All right, so I'm not sure if y'all realize this, but my man J.Cole.
Yeah. Jermaine
Cole. Came out and dropped a diss track on my man Kendrick.
Album was fire by the way.
Album was fire by
like,
well,
yo.
Let me out. He's called an EP. So let me just say
EP.
Yeah.
It was fire. We needed some real rap.
We did.
We needed some real rap.
I've been waiting on it.
He bought that to us.
He did.
I've been waiting on
Carry
it.
on.
He did, and the name of the album was Might Delete This Later. No, it's
Might Delete Later.
Yeah, Might Delete Later. And the very last song called 7 Minute Drill, which I didn't realize that 7 minute drill is a process that he does when he writes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was, and just hearing about it, it amazed me. I was like, man, I should start doing that. So in order to break his writer's block, he just starts writing for 7. He try to write a song in 7 minutes, and then it helps, give him creativity. And so he calls the song 7 Minute Drill. The first part of the song, he does kind of like this Drake type of thing, in the sense of he has one beat in the front of the song and another beat in the second part of the song. But anyway, in the song, he calls out my man Kendrick, and he says some of his albums are trash.
Mm-hmm.
Some of his albums are tragic, which I do have an opinion on that. I will say that. And he says some of his stuff is good, but one hot album every 10-year average, I think that's what he said.
Which goes back to who said what about who.
Right.
What you mean?
Think about the Jay-Z Nas beef.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, easy.
Yeah. No doubt. And so how do we feel about that? Specifically because 2 days later, at his a week later, I think, at his Dreamville concert, he says, hey, I did this because I felt pressured by other people.
It was 48 hours later. because the album dropped
Yeah,
last
for
Friday.
sure. Yeah,
Dreamville
was
was
a Saturday.
Yeah,
No, he
yeah.
dropped the album on Friday.
Yeah, and
Dreamville was that Saturday.
Yeah, it was that weekend.
Oh, it was the next day?
It was that weekend.
it was that
performed
same weekend.
Oh, that's
he
crazy.
closed it. He was closing out the show.
Yeah.
But he performed that weekend.
And I heard Dreamville was trash, by the way.
I heard it was trash
I heard
this
it was
year, too.
terrible.
Yeah, I heard
What
it
was trash about it?
They said the event was just terrible. The weather was bad. The run of show was terrible. Some
Yeah.
of the performers was
a lot of
terrible.
technical difficulties,
Yeah, a lot of
all
people
that kind
were
of stuff.
disappointed in that joint.
And he's been doing Dreamville for years. They should,
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
think they have that on lockdown.
I've been to Dreamville before, and I mean, it was legit in the past, but just hearing the same context from this year's experience, that it was vastly
Heard
different.
it was terrible.
So yeah, at the concert, he says, you know what? That's my brother. He's not heavy. That's my brother. That's
Mhm.
what he says. And he regrets the fact that he even dropped that track.
Mhm.
Couple days later, my man actually deletes the
Yeah,
track.
it's gone.
It's gone. You can't find 7-minute drill
Yeah.
on the big streams. Of
Mhm.
course, you could probably find it on YouTube or something like that, or one of the download sites or something like that. But yeah, there's beef. How we feel, and a retraction of beef. Pause.
That
It
was
where we going with that?
It was a
crazy.
start of beef, and then he retracted it.
That was
He don't wanna have beef no
crazy.
more.
He pulled out.
Hey, yeah, he pulled out. Wow.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy on that joint.
That was bananas.
In terms of rap beef, I ain't gonna hold you. When Kendrick dropped his verse, I was like, bruh, this is what we needed. We needed this. I hadn't seen rap beef like this since, like we said, Jay-Z and Nas. In my opinion,
Mhm.
you know,
Quality
I'm a little
rap
bit older.
beef.
Quality rap beef.
Yes.
Where it's just like about the bars and not
Mhm.
necessarily about the street or whatever. And I was like, yo, I felt like he was gonna come back. So I was waiting on the response.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think Cole could watch Kendrick in a like
Mhm.
come on, if we real
Really?
if they had to do bar for bar like raps, I definitely think Cole would win that battle. But I was just anticipating it because I know Drake ain't gonna do his early. He more strategic. It's gonna come when we least expect it. He
Yeah.
yeah. shoot at that joint.
When
So
he
I
about to
knew
drop an
I
album,
knew
yeah.
he wasn't gonna turn around and drop nothing. So I knew Cole was gonna fire back though. I'm like, he got to. Like
Mhm.
it's just his habit. But then when he dropped it, at first I was like, it didn't hit as hard. Pause. It didn't hit as hard as I wanted it to.
Sure.
Because I was like, I feel like this ain't. I felt like a light jab.
Mhm.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
after what he said, this ain't no light jab type of
Mhm.
situation. This is
Mhm.
where you gotta let that man know. Like,
Mhm.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I don't think he did that all the way. But then I was extremely pissed when he apologized. Because
Why was you upset about that?
Yeah.
You know me. Because I feel like it, and this is selfish.
They got a tussle. Y'all
I mean,
gotta work that out.
They do got to tussle, but at that time, that the selfish. This is why I say it was selfish for me because I was like, it robbed me of an opportunity to see real rap beef.
Sure.
I
Sure.
got you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was like,
I got you.
I was hoping that they was going. I'm like, we about to head into summer. It's getting
Yeah,
hot
yeah,
outside.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's getting hot outside. I'm like,
So you was
yo,
doing it for your own personal
yes.
selfish
I'm like, yo,
reasons.
come on, bro. I'm trying to see that. And
Yeah.
then he apologized, whatever, which was big of him. You know what I'm saying? He took the man route
Mhm.
at at his age, whatever. But I was just like, come on, bro. You can't
Yeah.
get out there and be like, nah, I don't want to.
I am surprised you said he took the man route.
That's growth.
That
He
is
did.
that is
he
that is
did take the
growth.
man route,
Yeah.
but I was disappointed because if you listen to most of his bars, he's always talking about, how he'll wash anybody. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, if you step to me, this is what's gonna happen. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And then when it happens, now it's like,
Well, I
my
think
bad. Let me apologize.
I think anecdotally him saying if you step to me I'll wash you, but he didn't want to beef with his brother. And I
Yes.
think that's the piece that outside of selfish reasons from a musicality standpoint, just appreciating the craft standpoint, that has been the talk. Well, you know what I mean? If I truly care for my brother, obviously you don't want to beef with him. I may say some things or whatever in response to what has been stated, but that's obviously not how he really feel about Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So I think that showcases a lot with particularly for us, how, okay, yeah, I didn't like you in that instance. We both said some things, whatever, but we can move past it if you choose to. So I thought that it was for the craft. I didn't like it like you did, like you
Sure.
mentioned, but also from a personal standpoint, because they obviously have a relationship. We don't know these people.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
wanting to reconcile that, I think goes a long way.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with when it came to the beef, let's be honest. It's not really between J. Cole and Kendrick. It's really between Drake and all the rest of it.
Right.
That's really all it is. and no one's really trying to come at J.Cole. Pause. No one's trying to like beef with him or nothing like that because we all know he is a song killer.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he jump on your song and make you look like you the feature. So that's one thing. One thing I will say though, I can agree with J. Cole in the sense of when he said that his last joint, which is Big Steppers. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Kendrick Lamar's.
I don't really listen to Kendrick that much.
Oh, for real?
No, legit.
Oh. Well, the Big Steppers album, he said it was tragic. I don't agree in the sense of saying that he said it was tragic because it was a bad album. That album spoke a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
So y'all seen that Netflix show When They See Us?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it.
About the
no, I lied. Yes, I have seen
the syndicated
I know what you're
five.
talking about. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
syndicated
not
five.
the syndicated five. They renamed themselves.
Oh, they renamed themselves.
Yeah, like the Redeemed Five or something like that.
Okay.
Because they were first known as
Central Park Five.
Central Park Five,
Yeah.
and it's like they're redeemed. It's maybe not
I
syndicated.
didn't know that.
Shouldn't be syndicated. Maybe like the redeemed. But anyway, if you watch that, if you watch that joint, it's really good. But you can only watch it one time. It's not one of them joints like you run back because it take you through a whole bunch of emotions and stuff like that. And that's how Kendrick's album was. It was amazing. But it's not something that I'll put on replay. You know what I'm saying? Especially that one song with him arguing with the girl back and forth. Like I tried to play that in the car with my wife. She was like, "Turn it off right now. Turn it off. I don't want to hear it." Because it's a lot of trauma. He's spilling out. Like he's telling stories about his family, about his uncle who is now his aunt. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a whole bunch of deep introspective type of rap, which is really good. We need that, but at the same time, it's just like I'm trying to bop. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a lot of bops and stuff.
Yeah.
So you felt the way because he called it tragic.
No, I was
from
just
a sincere place when he
right.
made the album. And
Right. Yeah. And so, but going even further, like I do believe that rap does need beef. In the sense of, for some strange reason, it just motivates everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say beef per se, but more so competition.
Friendly competition.
Competition. Yeah.
More so competition.
Because one of my favorite competition songs, that one of the modern ones, Control, that was good. Y'all heard when Kendrick came at everybody on Big Sean's. Big Crits, Mount Olympus.
Oh yeah.
But
He's often slept on.
Oh, Big. Yeah.
So.
Big Crit is. You don't mess with Big Crit.
I listen to Big Crit, Troy. I see you looking over here to verify that. I listen to Big Crit, Troy.
And some of these other beefs, like with NBA, Young Boy, and all that type of stuff. Hey, y'all, just going over there. So
Yeah.
Hey, they playing in the street though.
They playing in the
playing
street.
in the street. I'm talking about rap.
Right.
I'm talking about bars. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about rap. You know, I ain't in the street like that. So
Right.
Come on now.
Even the female beef is kind of interesting sometimes. Although,
can we say female?
The women rap.
I'm just asking because I would have said the same.
When I said it, it was no ill intent.
I'm not saying you had ill intent. I'm just
inclusive.
I'm just wondering when we can use it, when we can't.
Bruh, what? Who gonna put out the dictionary, man?
Hey.
We need a new modern day dictionary of things that can and cannot be said. And the problem,
women identified rap beef.
Women identified rap. But let me get some off my chest real quick because every single day there's a new cancelable thing that we have to be mindful of.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of it.
You sick of it because you play by the rules.
And it's a new rule I gotta play by.
Yeah, I don't play by the rules, so it don't piss me off because I won't go do it no way. But I'm just asking.
Let me go. You know what? Let me air my drawers out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I hate the word partner. Absolutely hate it.
Why you hate the word?
Hate it. I hate it.
Do you hate the word or you hate the usage?
I hate the usage of it.
Okay.
I hate it. And but I understand why we have to use it. And I will use it in certain contexts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when people first started saying it, I was like, your partner, like y'all got a business or something? Like what are y'all you a lawyer? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all in a law firm? And it was like, no, it's the person that I'm in relationship with. Oh, why don't you just say, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or whatever case may be. And so, but now we have to be mindful to make sure that everybody's included.
Mm.
I get it. In certain arenas, if I have a husband and I come out and I say I got a husband, how's that going to make people feel around me? You know what I'm saying? So I say partner to just say that I am in a relationship with somebody, but I never distinguish exactly who, what, where, or how. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is just hey, you can trust me.
But that's you.
That's
you.
you.
And I know that. And I'm trying to get outside of myself. And please, whoever's watching this, watch this in full context, okay? Because this is a man who was born in the 1900s trying to process how this new 2024 is actually working. In the sense of, I completely understand it. My software update just ain't got there yet.
I dig that, but I think it has gotten there. It's just a level of acceptance of it. So let me give an example. You just stated that, okay, an individual was saying that, my husband or whatever, right? So if they have if they have been put in spaces in which they may have been ridiculed for that, judged for that, operating from bias, discrimination, etc., does it not make sense to say my partner, just because you are one individual who is accepting of that, everybody's not. So if I can understand that everyone is not accepting of that, it makes sense to simply say my partner, because you are in a relationship with somebody. Just like if you got a wife, husband, whatever, you're in a relationship, so that is a partner.
Sure.
So
I understand it. I understand.
I know you I know you understand it, but I'm just trying to understand why you don't like it, because it makes sense.
Because it's always something new, bro.
You want them to walk both. I think I get it.
He want them to walk boldly.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Lace. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm just about to get my life coach Lace bag.
But everybody ain't.
I know. I see. You see that?
Yeah.
We gotta.
When y'all two are on the same page, it's scary.
I know what you're saying, and it's the same. But it's the same thought that I have. It's the same thought. I just don't articulate it the way that you articulate it. Your issue is not with partner, the word partner. What you really have an issue with is them not walking boldly in whatever it is that they're choosing.
Yeah,
choosing.
embrace
You want
it.
them to be like, if that's who you are, just embrace it. Be that, put it out there, present it, and do that. But everyone's, like Lace just said, is not equipped to live boldly. Everybody can't consistently put themselves
in the line of
position
fire,
of ridicule,
yeah,
ridicule or something like that. Everyone's not going to do that. They may get tired. They may get fatigued, always feeling they have to defend themselves in their situation or their lifestyle or whatever it may be. So it is easier for them to just say, partner.
Sure.
Although I don't think that always will allow you to escape, because you say partner and then now you left this ambiguous conversation available for someone to counter, by asking you more information, whatever, to ultimately get to it anyway, and then you may be in the same situation. So I think it's not the word partner. It's the fact that you just want them to.
Troy likes context.
I enjoy context.
What I'm saying,
but I know what he mean.
Troy likes to know people's journey. I put it to you that way.
The backstory is always dope.
Yeah, like that's him. Where somebody like me, if you were like, oh, my partner, this, I'm not asking no more, because I personally
don't care.
Like, legit.
But then but here's the thing, you threw out something, and now I'm like, that go to bait.
I don't care.
I
don't care. I don't care.
And that's just, and I think we all think differently. But legit, like if you say you got I know you in a relationship, I know you got somebody. That's all I need to, like, that's it.
That's it.
Whether it's him, her, they,
even
them,
if you say, because whether you say girlfriend or boyfriend, I have no follow-up questions.
Right, like
I don't care. I do not care. I'm not gonna ask you about your girlfriend, your boyfriend. I literally don't care.
Yeah.
So I personally have no follow-up questions to it. So if you say partner in any direction, I'm not gonna say, tell me about your whatever. I don't care about you. Person.
But see, and so that is that part, of which I thank you for helping me thank you all for helping me, work through that process of why it bothers me. And the other reason why it bothers me is because now I'm put in this awkward position. If I say my wife, I'm not respecting everybody else by using the phrase partner.
You always take it just a little bit too far.
Well, hold on before you ridicule.
We're not gonna ridicule.
Not gonna ridicule.
Or correct me. Or
just observation.
And a part of it is, and a part of it is too. The reason why I specifically say wife, I want my wife to be in the room with me, even if she's physically not there.
Sure.
And I want it to be known that this is my wife, and she's a part of my life, and she is a part of influencing me. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Bet that. But that's your journey.
Right.
So I wouldn't be offended by. See, the thing is, you're trying not to offend people on both aspects of it. You don't want them to feel offended by how you present, but you also don't want them to feel offended by how they present.
Sure.
You just got to present.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
somebody because you doing the same thing that they doing,
right,
in a different way.
Yeah, you doing the exact same thing.
You're doing the exact same thing.
You want them to walk boldly in it,
but then you not,
but
because
you don't want to walk boldly in it because you're worried about them.
No, but I do walk boldly in it.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm
okay,
just saying,
I got you.
From the example given.
Okay,
so if such and such uses partner, you got the basics down. I know they got somebody. I know they're in a relationship. They ask you, well, my wife, XYZ.
Yeah.
You walking boldly in it. They know you got somebody. They know you're in a relationship.
And they ain't going to feel offended that you got a wife and they may not live that lifestyle.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So the fact that everyone, and I appreciate this. So the fact that everyone else is using partner, I don't have to use it.
No, that's your prerogative.
And I know it's not a rule. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like this is where we're moving into, that I have to classify my wife as my partner just so I can be in the room. Because now it's kind of flipped. So now I feel some type of way and judged because I live in a heteronormative type of relationship.
But how are you assuming that judgment? Has there been repercussions of you explaining your relationship in that way, or is that just a perceptive?
I didn't like that question.
Mm.
I did not like that question. Because what you basically told me just now, I'm not sure if you realize it, is, have you been marginalized for having a wife? And I have not.
Okay then. So
and I have
keep plugging away.
Respect.
We gonna get there.
That was good. And that's the purpose of community.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I appreciate y'all bringing me to this perspective. Any more on this, I'm gonna go back to
while you
rap.
Took us, we was talking about rap beef, and now we were talking
Euro stuff. See that hit with the Euro.
We were talking about bars, and then you end up. So.
See that hit with
Hey,
the
come
Euro.
on, bro.
I'm sorry, it was just on my heart.
Fine focus. We clearly.
It was on my heart.
You needed to be free.
Yeah.
I love women rap beef music.
Why you keep classifying it like that?
Yeah. Why?
I'm trying to separate.
Well,
trying to separate
well,
the styles.
I'm not trying to separate.
You saying what's hot right now?
Yeah.
What's hot right now?
Like,
although I don't know what none of the beef is about.
It's just catty women beef. If you actually listen, if you actually watch,
I don't know what none of the beef is about.
No, for real. Like if you listen to them talking back and forth to each other, you like, they not really arguing over nothing.
I got you.
Like this is stupid. Like what y'all talking
So
about.
who beefing in that space
well,
right now?
they still
Glorilla and JT beefing.
I have no
I
idea.
didn't know
JT
about. I didn't know about that.
I thought that's who you were talking about.
No, I was talking about Megan and Megan and Nicki Minaj.
Oh, that's been.
Oh, they've been doing that for a little while.
Yeah, she called her Bigfoot.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
So the thing is, he wants J.Cole and Kendrick to have real beef,
But he wants the ladies to call each other Bigfoot.
call her Bigfoot.
I'm just if you really watch it, they are arguing over nothing. Like they literally beefing over. It's not even like it's really catty women stuff that they argue about. But it's just entertainment to us because of how they doing it on the internet.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but what we have seen over the years is that competitive music is what kept us intrigued.
Yeah, it energizes.
Now, some of the stuff won't competitive. Like some of the stuff got like real crazy. Like when anything dealing with 50 Cent beef, somebody either got beat up, stabbed, or shot at. It's
Yeah,
one of three.
yeah.
Like his beef was like real beef. But like we see stuff over the past few years.
That was a wild statement.
His beef is like real beef.
It's what's for dinner. It's what's for dinner.
Stop. But like even but we also seen this too, that when like we make fun of J. Cole, or we haven't made fun of J. Cole, but people have been making fun of J. Cole. But rappers have been retracting their statements and beef.
Oh, for years.
Yeah. For years. Like we remember Jay-Z and Nas.
Mm-hmm.
Nas dropped Ether. Well, Jay-Z dropped Takeover 1st,
Mhm.
and then Nas dropped Ether.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of people don't know this. Jay-Z dropped another song called Super Ugly,
Mm-hmm.
in which he said to Nas, I skeeted in your back in your baby's
Car
seat, whatever case may be, which is a wild statement, by the way. It's super wild. And his mama made him, is like, hey, bro, you need to go ahead and apologize for that.
Mhm.
Jay-Z's mama.
Mhm.
He was like, hey, that was a little bit too far.
Mm-hmm.
But then nowadays, we fast forward a little bit. You talking about getting catty, it gets even more catty. So then we see Drake and Pusha T.
Yeah.
What does Pusha T have to bring up? This was disrespectful, first of all. He was like, that's the reason why your right-hand man is sick. Oh my gosh. That is terrible. You gonna talk about my man's terminal illness
Mhm.
like that? Then on top of that, going to announce first, but this was super catty.
I am me laugh. I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing after this. I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing after this.
Super talking about catty. Then he brings out the fact that I'm hiding my son. First, that ain't none of your business to be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about the business between you and I.
Mhm.
Don't bring the
But when it comes to beef, nothing is off limits.
And see, that's what I was laughing
Yeah,
at.
nothing is off limits.
That's what I was laughing at.
even Scarface had a moral code.
Sure.
No women, no kids.
But
Lace.
we already know cats don't live by that moral code. Just like back in the day with the mafia and all that kind of stuff. They had codes that they followed. At some point, somebody stopped operating
Right.
within that code.
Troy like canned beef.
Whoa.
You
Oh.
gonna
First of all,
I'll
I've never liked
I'll tie it
spam.
up.
Corned beef?
I never liked spam, tuna.
But he do though.
I don't.
Troy like canned beef, and this
Yeah.
is what I mean by canned beef. Troy liked the beef, but he wanted to have a cap.
Yeah, he do.
He wanted to have a
do.
lid.
He do. Yeah.
It's okay to
like
beef, but I wanted
but don't
to have
take
a
it
cap.
too far. Don't
Okay?
take it too far.
Don't get my
That's actually a good
beef from the grocery store.
observation.
Get it from the you know what I'm saying.
That's a really good observation. That's a really good observation.
Troy like canned beef.
Yeah.
Just because in my experience in life, I've seen where minor beef
Mm-hmm.
has become
Yeah.
beyond minor.
For
beef.
sure. No, that's real. But you also got to think too, a lot of it is about the bag. Now, some of it is real.
Big facts.
I don't rock with this individual,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
use
yeah.
this platform for XYZ. But a lot of it is about the bag as well.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So for Nas, Jay-Z to reconcile, now they making money together. You know what I'm saying? So
Big
I mean, at
facts.
the end of the day, you grow, you learn, and hopefully, you know, the J. Cole Kendrick situation, they'll be able to move forward in some capacity. Even some of the Meg and Nicki and all these other kind of situations, that they'll be able to figure it out. But it's really about the bag. So
Some would even say the retraction of said rap beef is hindsight being 2020.
could be,
Mm.
could be. I've only listened to a few Glorilla songs, so honestly, I can't stand to hear her talk that long to even try to understand.
I like Glow.
First
No,
of
I don't
all,
have a problem with
Yeah,
Glow.
Glow.
Lace,
I like
Lace,
Glow.
I don't have a
Lace,
problem
don't
with
act
Glow.
like you ain't never been in the car like, yeah, Glow.
No, I'm saying I've heard a few songs, but I was watching.
Yeah, Glow.
I was watching.
And so I joined Go Hard for real.
I was watching her episode
Shay
with Club Shay Shay. It's just like she funny, like she's a natural
yeah.
born
Yeah.
like comedian to an extent, but listening to the songs, I just can't.
I think she got some hitters. She ain't really dropped the album though.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
she's done
So-
a mixtape and stuff and EP, but she ain't never really
Right.
done no album. But
Right.
she got some hitters though.
No, I'm not saying she.
I like
don't.
Glow.
Yeah. I'm not
I
saying
like
she don't.
Glow.
She
I like Glow
She
'cause
got
she
a
boldly
T
is
fix.
who she
You know what I'm
is.
saying? She got a T fix. She out there. That's the first thing she said
That's
she
what
did. Said she had baby shark teeth. That's what she said on the joke.
No, she
I
did
can-
not.
On Club Shay. That's
Yeah.
what she said.
I can relate.
Yeah, she had baby shark teeth. Her jaws were sharp too. They were. They were. But shout out to Glow, yeah.
Shout out to Glow.
Yeah, Glow.
And I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a safe space.
Yeah.
Is this a safe space?
It's a safe space.
Sexy Red starting to grow on me.
Started to?
Yeah.
Man, I've been.
Why didn't you like her from jump though? Like, what was the issue? Because we'd already know.
I've been on Sexy. Come on now.
Pound Town over here.
That was bad.
Hey, come on now.
Oh, Sexy Red starting to grow on me, and it goes to show, man. Like if you give something a little bit of time, it'll end up like creeping in.
Like Coach Boone said, I run 5 plays. Coach Boone said that. Get a little bit of time.
I like all the people that just be authentically them.
Yeah, that's
how I always work out. I like all the people that just be authentically them. They like, look, this where I come from. This what I am.
Right.
You know, here it is. I ain't trying to be nobody else.
The other piece too, though, it exposes us even in the spaces that we're in to different cultures and how people live differently.
That's
like
true.
a lot of we know that there's a lot of similarities, but Memphis is mad different than how we move.
Yeah.
And just some of the nuance of that. So I think that it does grow individuals' cultural palate for understanding.
Yeah, most definitely. I think the sound of the South is coming right back out like it did in late 90s, early 2000s.
I say like mid to early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like once Outkast won that
Well,
award
I'm
at
not-
the Source Awards, I think that's when the South really started getting a real voice.
And I mean, they
of,
definitely paved the way.
Mhm.
But I mean, well, JD was on the grind a lot longer than that because you got Digital Underground, all those, that they were on the cusp. But no, Outkast was, what I mean? The goal was to get them on
Right,
and
to
create
get
it.
everybody
Yeah.
else.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So
I actually have a couple female rapper songs in my workout playlist.
What you got in there?
They're joined by Big Lotto. Big Lotto is
Lotto can go.
nasty.
Lotto
Hey, she can go.
Lotto can go.
Hey.
Lotto can go.
Listen,
And she talking that cash money.
she be
Hey.
talking.
Like
I ain't
that
gonna
real-
lie. she be having me in my workout. I'm a real trill
Yeah.
B from the South. I'm like,
Yeah.
Look at
See?
this thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now Lotto go.
She
Yeah,
go?
Lotto go.
she be going, bro.
She talking that real cash money.
She's like, I don't be effing off no thing. I don't be effing
that's my
off.
favorite.
Yeah, Lotto can go. Who
my
else you got
favorite.
on the playlist?
I got this underground girl. I forgot her name, but y'all probably never heard of her. I found her on Instagram. Flo Millie. Y'all probably never heard of her.
Mhm.
Flo
Oh,
Millie.
yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know.
Millie.
I don't
Yeah.
even know how she came across my algorithm.
Yeah.
But Flo Millie be going, bro. She be going. So yes, and Cardi B, look, whatever anybody can say what they want to say about her. She don't write her own rhymes. I don't care. She be floating
She
on
do.
them tracks.
She do.
She
She
be
do.
floating on them
She
tracks.
do.
Now listen, I'm talking about all ability. I'm not talking about their as far as them being role models or nothing like that. I'll listen to you in the car, but if you pull up to my kid's school, you know what I'm saying, smelling like weed and popping it in the parking lot, I prefer that you not.
Right.
I prefer that you not, but I will listen to the music.
I dig that.
So, do you think she was wrong for getting turned away from the school?
Talking about
'Cause
Sexy
I know
Red.
that's what she was talking about.
Yes.
You think she was wrong, or you're in agreement with the school?
I am in agreement with. Oh, okay. First of all, I don't think she just pulled up to the school without their permission.
Right.
So I think it was agreed upon that she was going to come to the school. All right, so cool. Now presentation is a thing, and I don't think she made herself presentable to the crowd. But at the same time, she was her authentic self.
And that's what I'm saying. So if we know who this person
Why
is,
invite
yes.
them to the school?
that is my point. But it's always the person who is presenting themselves
Correct.
did something wrong. When if a school
Yes.
and is inviting somebody,
Right.
we already know what time it is. There's levels of approvals. There's levels of individuals that should be in the know. This, that, and the third. Obviously, know the kids listen to this music, etc. So how is it her fault that she showed up in the way that she would show up anyway?
It ain't her fault. You know what? I'm glad you brought that out. It's 100%
It's
on
the
the school.
school's fault.
It's on the school.
It's on the school.
Because you got what you asked for.
Don't invite
You
me
want a
here
watered
and-
down
Don't
version of
invite
it?
me here and then
Right.
try to get me to change before I
Right.
get here. I'm
What
coming
sense
the
that
way
make? What sense does that make?
We have not seen one.
Nothing else from her that would show otherwise. That she
Right.
would.
Nothing.
She ain't got no. I have a dream. I got a dream speech.
None.
She ain't got none
Bow,
of the
bow, bow, bow.
That's it.
All I saw talk about booty meat and
It is sexy. It is
All of that.
what you expect.
Exactly.
I ain't mad
And
at
that's
her.
my point.
I'm not mad at her.
That's my point.
It was the school's fault.
It's 100% the school.
Right.
Now, all right, so the school dropped the
And
ball.
the school need to start checking with parents about who they inviting to the school too.
I was about to
Right.
ask, yes.
Because they probably didn't check with the parents at all and probably had this Sexxyy ready.
They might have sent an email out that
Just
morning.
send the email saying we bringing it. But you need to be taking a vote
right.
on who coming to the school.
Republican school board meeting. Mail
No,
the school board
No,
meeting.
come on, bro.
Let me
No,
see the
for real.
agenda. What
Nah, for real. Hell no. Come on now. No, bro. we need to take a vote or something. You gotta say something. You can't just be inviting everybody
Mail
to the
in
school.
there. He in
That is
there.
true.
Come on, bro.
Mail
You
in
can't just be
there.
inviting
I
everybody
agree with
to
you
the
though.
school,
I
bro.
agree with you, bro.
You can't.
I agree
You
with you.
can't, bro. So it's the school's fault.
I agree.
But we got but this might promote a deeper conversation too, because it's more beef we had. Well, first let's finish up this Cole.
Yes.
Because on top of the apology, and now you probably realize why he apologized. You know, Future just dropped his album second part 2 yesterday.
No.
We Still Don't Trust You or whatever. And I can't remember the track off the top of my head, but Cole is on the album. Cole is
We Don't
on
Trust
one of them
You?
tracks.
He's on the We Don't
he's on
Trust
the
You?
We Still Don't Trust You. On the song is not coming to me right now, but he's on the album.
Okay.
So it's like we positioning Cole and Drake as a team.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But Cole in his head, he like, I'm in the middle. You
Now,
know, that's
hold
why
on.
he like apology. You know what I'm saying? So how you
Yeah.
on this track, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, all this other type of stuff, and then now you on the album. That's what I'm saying. It be people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's gonna promote a deeper conversation too. It be people like that. Because at some point, you can't be playing the middle.
Right.
At some point, you can't play the middle. At some point, you gotta decide who you suiting up with,
Right.
and that's who you gotta
Who we
rock
riding with.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that's why I get into this next conversation because, you know, Meek and Wale was beefing this week.
Mhm.
Well, I say Meek was beefing with Wale
Wale.
this week.
Yeah.
Off of something similar. And for the wrestling heads, you know, WrestleMania was this past weekend or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah,
yeah.
So anyone that know Wale know that he a huge wrestling fan. He
Mhm.
went to WrestleMania. Well, apparently, you know, somebody that Meek got beef with was also at WrestleMania. Wale also knows this person. They linked up, whatever, took a little homie picture, WrestleMania, have a good time. Wale posted a picture on Instagram. Well, Meek see that he posted the picture, see that he linking up with old boy. He took it personal. He like, yo, if you my man, why you kicking it with this?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing the history, knowing we got beef, knowing whatever. So
Yeah.
he felt the type of way. So then he go on social media posting all these things, talking about how he saved Wale a bunch of times from being in trouble or getting knocked out, all type of other stuff.
Yeah.
Talking him all type of names and stuff like that. So then everybody else jumped in. So then he kept going so much that they got to the point where he like, look, I'm gonna have. I know some people in DC. You know what I'm saying? I can get you touched, whatever. So then DC folks like, hey, leave us alone.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like that.
Yeah.
He's like, whoever you send over here, we send him back. You know what I'm saying? So that's street beef.
Yeah.
You want the canned beef, they playing in the street. You know what I'm saying? They playing in the street.
Yes.
But I think the premise of where it's coming from, and this is gonna be one of them weird situations. I agree with Meek. I don't agree with how he handled it, but I agree with his stance on the situation. And that's
If you
why I
my
was
boy,
gonna-
don't hang out with the ops.
and I know because we talked about this before, and that's why I say I think it's a deeper conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What are you supposed to do, or what is the expectation that people should have if I got two friends and they beefing with each other?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Wale and I'm in the middle, I'm like, I'm cool with you, I'm cool with him.
But we don't
what
know.
am I supposed to do in that? You know what I'm saying, in that situation?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Wale cool with the ops?
I mean, he was cool enough to take a picture with him and post it on social. Let's say it that way.
Okay.
I don't know how deep. I don't
So
know
we'll
how
just
deep
go
the relationship
to.
is.
I'm gonna base my response off of that extent. I think Meek's response to that is corny. That's corny to me. Just because you see a picture, again, you don't know the detailed relationship. I also don't know the details of how cool him and Wale are. But at the end of the day, if a picture can make you do all of that.
Mm-hmm.
We won't like that in the first place. That's how I take it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because now we talking about cats getting touched, this, that, and the third, all based on
A picture.
that's corny to me. Like I can't fathom doing all of that. Like to put that much energy into something is just wild based upon that. But I do understand your point. If there's a rich history and you know why I don't like this person, that's different than a random that, you know what I mean, I just don't like him because, you know what I'm saying? So I think I would have to have more context as to how we go this far, because if me and you cool like that or whatever, and now you talking about getting me touched, what sense that make? Like off of a picture?
Off of a picture, bro.
But hey, what do I know?
Playing the middle ground, I feel you. First of all, to address Cole, that's weird. That's super weird, bro. That you was on the other team going back at this team that was going at your team. That's super weird. Wale and Meek. First of all, we know we've seen history of Meek Mills. We've seen history of Wale. Unfortunately, we know the sensitivity level. A picture will make them do something like that or say something like that, because Wale's been sensitive for a long time, and Meek Mill has been sensitive. Although, yeah, and so that's that. If I was in that situation, I have been put. Actually, let me pull it back. I have been put in that situation a bunch of times, and this is why I am the diffuser, aka the blessed be the peacemaker. They shall inherit the earth, because I will be friends with two different sides. The sides will beef, and I'm like, come on, man. So I will, as an agent of change, try to influence both of my friends, and in the midst of me influencing my friends, I'm not going to shy away from my relationship with them. I'm not going to shy away from my relationship with them. So I'm going to be cool with both of y'all, and y'all just going to have to deal with it. And at the same time, I'm in each other person's ear trying to get them to collaborate in some way, shape, or form.
See, this is what I have a problem with. That's the part I have a problem with.
Yeah.
That's the part I have
The
a problem
peacemaker? You got a problem with the peacemaker?
It's
It's
not about the
trying to
peacemakers,
bring
bro.
people together.
It's not even the trying to bring people together. And I know a lot of people have that viewpoint, the same viewpoint that you have. And this is why there's so much beef. This is why there's so many problems. This is why people can't get along the way that they should, because of the blessed be the peacemakers in the middle who playing both sides of the fence.
Right.
Because I can probably name countless situations where there's a peacemaker in the middle
Who's made it more messy.
who's made it messier because you play in the middle.
Yeah.
Putting, like you just said, I'm in his ear, I'm trying to bring people together, I'm this, I'm that. Or
His word specifically, a change agent. Now
No.
he work for State Farm.
You the agent.
He worked for State Farm now. Like a good neighbor ass.
Agent of change.
that was good.
That was good. But still, I don't like it.
No, because you in the middle. And you making it messier, you making it worse. And it's always the person in the middle. Let's say you have an event, your birthday coming up or something, and you cool with both of them. Now you want to invite both of them because you cool with both. You don't want to pick a side. You don't want to invite one and not invite the other. So you invite both, knowing they got beef, because you play in the middle, and then you have a conversation with each one of them individually, like, hey, I want to, such and such coming. If y'all could put y'all differences aside for me.
Right.
Let's see, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
But a lot of people do that.
Yes.
And then that's where you get them situations where it's like, we don't like each other.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to get me to
And
do
then
that
you
anyway?
go get mad when your birthday ruined because
Because I'm going to ruin the birthday. I'm going to ruin your party. Then you're going to get mad at me and like, man, you ruining my birthday. You ruining my job. I'm like, you ruining it because
you invited
both of us. You invited this person. So I'm saying, like, at some point, you have to pick a side. You cannot stay in the middle on these situations at some point.
Well,
and playing in the middle is worse than picking a side.
Let me throw this context in there. I don't necessarily agree with playing the middle. I think you have to put people in their categories.
Sure.
If I know you don't like such and such, but I'm cool with such and such, my relationship with such and such is that. My relationship with you is that. I'm not trying to bring y'all together. I'm not trying to be the peacemaker. I know what it is. Like, I could be cool with you. I could be cool with you, but there's no intersection in that, and that's just my my take on it. I'm not gonna try to be that change agent because now it's about me and my selfish ways because I want y'all to be cool. Nah, some people just ain't gonna be cool, and that's all right. And you got to be able to accept that.
Bruh, can I ask y'all a question? Because y'all kind of agree with each other.
No, I don't agree with him.
A little bit, because you like, I'm not gonna bring them together, but I'm still gonna be cool with both of them and just keep them in their own box.
I mean, but why would you have to pick us? Why would you have to?
And this is what I want to know. This Troy get fired up. Because a lot of people have y'all viewpoint for real, like legit. So I'm not making fun of it. I'm legit. Mm-hmm. What about it makes you all feel like I don't want to choose or I should not have to? Why are y'all so comfortable continuing to essentially befriend people who are in opposition of one another, and you feel like I don't need to be pulled in either direction?
I think people bring different things to the table into the relationship. So if I'm cool with this person over here, just you got your reasons why you don't like them, and that's cool.
Sure.
But I don't share those same reasons. Mm-hmm. So I don't see why I can't be cordial. You know what I mean? Go get a stick or whatever, particularly if they have something that is going for them that can benefit our relationship or whatever. Then that shouldn't impact you just because you don't like. You got your reasons, I got my reasons. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's at best the simplest response that makes sense, because I know I've been cool with people that you don't like. I know that. Right. But that ain't got nothing to do with me, your relationship.
And it has always pissed me off. And I have always told Lace to his face though, right, this pisses me off. Like it pisses me off.
What can he do about that though?
Pick a side. And I say it all the time. Pick a side. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't. We talking about having vision. I'm trying to figure out how it is that the middle group does not see that in some type of way that is untrustworthy.
See, but for me, I'm not in the middle group. I'm not in the middle group.
Two people that are at oppositions with each other, and you was talking about you not picking.
That's the thing.
To a degree, that is an untrustworthy act.
Right. I'm not in the middle group. I'm not in the middle, because I have a relationship with you. I have a relationship with that individual. They don't intersect. I don't talk with you about them. And I don't talk about him about you. Yeah. So I'm not in the middle.
But I'm not saying you do that. I'm saying that the act of it, like
there's no act because I ain't in the middle. Now he's in the middle.
No.
Because he wants to be an agent of change.
There is an act because you're still doing it. That's what I'm getting to.
There's not an act though.
It is an act.
Are you expecting the person that's in the middle be like, I don't mess with you at all?
Right.
That's a little bit extreme.
That's not extreme, and that's why I'm trying to get to the root.
You talk about the middle person being narcissistic,
and that's what I'm trying to get to the root. That's what I'm trying to get to the root. Why will y'all foresight, hindsight, whatever sight you want to use, not allow you all to see that can be perceived as untrustworthy?
What I'm saying
is this. Make me comfortable? What would make a person comfortable?
I got you. Okay, but you asked two questions though. The first question is
trustworthy. No, he said it was untrustworthy.
It's untrustworthy. But it was another question too. I forgot what it was. But I want to say this. Oh, you asked me why would you want to do something like that? Part of it is because I see value in both parties. And
so you're looking out for yourself.
No.
It's
relational.
It's relational.
So you're looking out for yourself.
And hold on, Melvin. Let me say what I think, not you say what I think.
But you're saying it right now.
I'm saying is I see that there's a soul in both of these individuals. Why can't I be honest? Why can't I be honest?
Go ahead. Be honest.
Why can I not be honest? There is a soul in both of these individuals. And I said this once before, and I'll continue to say it. These people are image bearers of God. Image bearers of God. And so there is some redeemable factor in that individual. And so the reason why there's still a relationship and a factor is because I want to pull out that image bearer out of you, despite what happened in between my two friends. Now, I will give you this. I will give you this though, and because I agree with you in a certain point, because I had a situation in which two parties disagreed on something. There was a split, and one party is closer to me because we have history than the other. Now, I will not necessarily come and hang out with the disagreeing part, with the party that was in the wrong. Well, actually, both parties were in the wrong. Let me just put it that way. Both parties were wrong. I will not hang out with this one party, but I'm not going to, like, if I see you out in public, give you the finger. I'm like, hey, what's up? You good? All right, cool. Keep it pushing. It ain't the same, let's go hang out your house. Let's go, go get something to eat no more. It ain't that no more. But because I am more invested in this other friend than I am, because this is a new friend, you know what I'm saying? But I will be cordial, but we are not going to be as close as I am with them. So I don't know if that's still me playing the middle or something like that.
I think there's multiple.
But the relationship changes
being
because
cordial
of that.
and seeing somebody in public and giving them the what's up is different than y'all kicking it.
See,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think there's multiple layers to this, and let me break it down. The reason why I say that, the way you present it is, you and this person had beef before I came into the situation, right or wrong?
No, me and you was friends already.
But you didn't know I knew this person. That's what.
Right,
That's what
right.
it boiled
I didn't
down
know
to.
that you knew this person.
Yeah, you didn't know I knew this person.
Right.
So, but I had no cognizance of y'all's
Sad situation.
So the fact that I had relationship with you and with this individual, unbeknownst to me, that y'all had some form of conflict, that's where I think the situation differs. What Troy is, the example that he gave. Now, if I was cool with both of y'all and I knew how you were wronged and what caused that, then obviously I got to pick a side in that context.
Yes.
But from the context that I was in was, I had no clue, and we out and about, and I'm like, yo, what's up, such and such? He was like, how would I know that? Like, how would I know that? So I think there's layers to it. So in Troy's situation, obviously you got to pick a side.
Yes.
In this context, it was like I had no idea that there was anything going on, and you know me well enough, like, I speak to everybody it's the city. Everybody know everybody, but you don't know the layers that they could be a situation, whatever. So that's all of that boiled down to.
The reason why I said it pissed me off with Lace, because we talk about the layers, was because he telling the truth.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to him, he did not know that. But then once he became aware, he was still kicking it. So then I was like, that's what pissed me off. Because you didn't know originally, so I'm like, you get grace for that. You didn't know. But now that you do know, what you gonna do?
Now what? Now,
and Lace like, hey man, I see a soul.
I see a soul.
I see a soul.
Listen, all right. I give you an example. We got to wrap this up. I give you an example. And I will hope you would appreciate this. Let's say, for instance, you and my cousin getting into a tussle. Now I got to pick a side. How I picked a side, first of all, I got more history with my cousin.
Right.
But I still see you as my brother and a soul. So I see that there's value in you. Now I probably wouldn't kick it at your crib, but I'm gonna check in with you. How you doing? How you developing? How's things going for you? You know what I'm saying? Because I care about you. But I also care about him, and I know that my continued relationship with him is with you would hurt him. So it's not gonna be public.
I'm sorry, you gotta cut Cuz off though, because we got a business going on right now. So Cuzzo gotta go.
All right, that's another layer. That's a whole nother layer.
Cuzzo gotta go.
Right.
We making
that's a whole nother layer. I didn't even think about that.
Sorry, Cuz, you gotta go. That's just what it is.
I'm gonna let you know right now.
Yeah,
I'm riding with Cuz.
I know you are, and I would expect you to.
So now we
like
got beef.
on
So
some
listen,
real, on
now
some
we
real
got
stuff.
beef.
Hold on. But I couldn't be in front of the camera. I edited the
Nah.
stuff.
You out.
You out. We be refilling the seat.
But that goes to our situation though, and how things started and how things are now. Has that shifted the relationship?
What?
When we started the party.
Oh yeah. When we was 4. Now we 3.
Did that shift the relationship?
It did shift the relationship.
So how is that any different though?
Because we not beefing.
Why would we though?
We were just in disagreement about, we not beefing.
A disagreement
with
is beef.
But I was
No. We were in disagreement about the path forward or the vision or whatever it is that we working towards. It wasn't like it's on site when I see you.
I understand
thing.
that.
So we was in a disagreement, not in actual like beef.
But in that context, but it could also have been too, we making moves, we making progress. You could potentially be hindering that based on the decision that you make, because now we have to shift our whole business model because of that. So there's a different lens you could look at it.
But I did come to that person though, and I said that.
So okay, all right. Just an example.
But I
just
did
an
say
example.
that though.
Just an example.
But I bring it forward.
No issue.
But imagine us being in the middle. You know, forget
because
Lace.
Troy. No, what I'm saying,
me.
Troy could have taken it like he has a different relationship with that individual. We obviously have a different relationship because we frat or whatever. So you could have been like, y'all got to pick a side with that example. I'm just saying it's layers to all of it. That's essentially what I'm saying.
It's layers.
I'm not taking away from the layers. And there's always nuances. I'll use layers. always nuances. I'm not talking about an unbeknownst.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about an ill-informed or uninformed. I'm talking about it actively knowing.
Right.
And you just like, well, I'm cool with both of y'all. So what you want me to do? I'm both y'all my friend. So what you want me to do?
So let me ask you this. So let's reverse it. Same situation that me and you was navigating. You would have just chose me over that individual?
100%.
Why?
100%.
Why?
100%.
It's the crazy thing is, I don't even remember who this person is. That's the crazy.
I know you don't remember. And
like I really have.
But I'm
really
just saying,
I would
have been like 100%. 100%.
Word.
100%.
Word. Like I really don't remember
100%.
who this person is.
But that's only because I'm like that, and I don't really have legit like I don't have any experiences where I'm like both of y'all my friend.
I got you.
I don't have any because if I do weighted relationships like what Troy we talk about value, which one is more valuable, which one do I have more time with, which one am I more invested in? Okay, if me and Troy is like that, like we like that. If y'all come to me and say, yo, me and such, at that point in time, that person's dead to me. I don't care how valuable
I can rock with that.
I don't care how valuable they are. I don't care how
that.
many souls they have. They can have 9 of them. And it don't matter to me.
Right.
So I'm like, that's over with. So if it's like, if y'all beefing,
yeah,
the enemy of my friend is my enemy.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Cuzzo gotta go, Troy. Cuzzo gotta, I'm gonna come to you just like that. Cuzzo gotta go. Cuzzo gotta go.
All I'm saying is everything isn't as clear.
For sure.
Everything is not as simple as picking a side. It's not.
But it can be as simple as picking a side, and you making it difficult because you add in layers and nuances, and you don't want to have to pick a side because you see value in. That's why I said you looking out for yourself because you see value in. I see value in these people. I see value in these people. I'm not going to do X, Y. I'm not going to pick a side. I see value in these people. I'm not going to do it. That's what I'm saying. You look out for yourself.
What do y'all think?
Yeah, what do
we
y'all
already
think?
know what they think.
What side you going to be on?
We
already know what they think.
We
too grown to be doing it. I'm friend with both of y'all. That's how people think.
Nah, I mean, like I said, it's definitely late, but you also got to look at how people view friendships. My circle is this big. Mm-hmm. So even in our situation, that person probably was not really my friend, if you think about it. So,
and then that's why I'd be like, if that's the case, it should be an easy decision.
Right. And what I'm saying is obviously our relationship has grown, so the decision was made. I really don't even know who you talking about. I ain't gonna
say it. I ain't gonna get a shot.
I don't even know who you talking about, but it is what it is. But before we wrap though, R.I.P. OJ.
Oh, R.I.P.
OJ.
Yes.
Oh, dang. We went the whole episode and didn't even mention OJ.
R.I.P. OJ, the juice, man. The juice.
R.I.P. the juice, man.
Crazy.
For real.
I remember distinctly 6th grade. Forgive me.
Bruh, elementary school.
Middle school was a time.
You did a lot of life.
I did a lot of life. I remember distinctly, we were in class. I think we were taking a test. Mrs. Ivy comes busting in our door saying, "They found him innocent. Oh my gosh, they found him innocent." And I was like, what's she talking about? It was like, the OJ trial. I was like, you're daggone right, he innocent. I don't believe that he is. But this was this was right after what happened to Rodney King.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, when are we gonna win something?
Well, it's not about, for me, it has some nuance. It is about that. But also, I don't think he did it. There's no way he did it.
we went this whole episode and we didn't even talk about
We
that.
ain't talk about it, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think he did it.
Oh, we was gonna talk about, but then you start talking about partners and stuff. So we got sidetracked.
But nevertheless, we can leave it at that. I don't think he did it.
And this is the Manly D's podcast. It's your boy T. Roy, Dr. Life Coach Lace, and Melly Mel.
Yeah.
We out.
I was about to bring up your girl. Am I supposed to say girl? Your Caitlyn. When she was good, she put on Twitter. She said good riddance after the news about
Oh,
OJ.
man, that
and
joint was-
everyone got on her. Didn't you kill somebody recently?
She killed somebody.
And then she was like, kinda, but a little bit. Kinda, but a little bit. It was different.
I paid them to not say I killed them,
I'm
even
like,
though I
bro,
know
come on.
really
Y'all
don't.
in the same boat.
Big boat.
Y'all can be with each other.
Well, did she say that because of his relationship with
It's just people who
What?
assume, but the group that believes that he did do it and feel like he got away with it and all this other type of stuff, and they were just like good riddance. Same thing. I feel like it was the Kevin Samuel spirit, where certain people hate you, and then when you die, they feel like
Oh, that's
you
all
finally
it
got
was.
what
It
you
was all
deserve.
kinda
Like, you
energy.
got what you
Yeah.
deserved. And it was most
Like
of them just
niggas ain't
making
gonna
jokes.
die.
Just
Listen,
making jokes.
Yeah, exactly. I had a family member hit me up, was like, R.I.P, but karma gonna catch up with you. It's like everybody gotta die.
Right.
It's like his karma isn't because he died. He was gonna die anyway.
And karma don't catch up with everybody.
And karma, this is a whole nother topic. Karma, what we call it, is not what it actually
not.
is.
It's not.
It's the Manly D's podcast. We out.
Oh, you didn't close it?
No.
Oh, my
I
fault.
didn't. We out.